I get introduced, there's always giggles about first gentleman, so Jack put it to rest. I like that. Put it best. Thank you, Senator Reid, for your kind introduction, warm friendship, and everyone here for having me. I'm honored and humbled to be part of this great program. And in particular, wanted to just thank Amy, Dr. Gaines, and Gemma for their leadership and for including me in this process. It's really an extraordinary program. And as first gentleman, one of the issues that I'm starting to get involved and care deeply about is hunger and our food economy. And this program brings both those things together in a really extraordinary way. Amy mentioned 15%. 1 in 7 families in Rhode Island struggle with food insecurity. That means we all have friends and neighbors and co-workers who struggle at some point in the month with knowing where the next food is going to be. This is not a problem that's in the shadows or a small one. It's a problem that we all face. We just may not be recognizing it every day. And so it's something that we need to be able to address. And kids that don't have food and adults that don't have good food, you can't learn as kids and adults can't work. And so the challenge of food is not simply one of hunger. It's one of actually being central to the comeback of Rhode Island and the productivity of our whole workforce. Food is really important in our family. And Gina talks a lot about family, faith, and food. And I married, luckily, into an Italian household that, all summer we ate tomatoes from Grandma's garden. In fact, our 8-year-old son, Tommy, is a budding farmer. He grew in 2 pots, 2 tomato plants, and some basil. And we was very proud of his produce, which we've only recently harvested. And every morning, is our time together. Particularly now with kids going back to school, it's particularly important to us as parents to make sure our kids have the right kind of food, that they're ready for the day. And we know we're very lucky to have that. Lots of families do not. And so it's so important to have programs like this that can bring, not just to our family, but to all Rhode Island families, affordable, healthy food. And I think I'm so impressed by this program because it's sort of the innovative elements. And not taking anything away from the program, but they've done here what any good company would do when they want to bring a new product to market. They figured out what do people really want. They discovered great produce is something that people really want. And it's not just great produce generally, but culturally appropriate great produce. That different ethnic groups like different kinds of foods. So they're very smart, thoughtful about it. They thought about their distribution channel. It's hard for people to get to where the grocery stores are, so you've gone to them. That's not rocket science, but that's really smart, very thoughtful. You've taken advantage also of this doubling, making sure that produce is actually affordable relative to some of the options which are not very healthy. And that, I think, is a brilliant insight, and with the support from the federal government and Senator Reid's leadership, I think we'll have a tremendous impact. So I have to say, this is a great example of some of the best thinking in the world right here in Rhode Island, putting into practice what the best things are happening around the public-private partnership. So I'm very committed to doing whatever I can. I know my wife Gina is very committed to doing whatever she can to help address hunger, but also boost our food economy. And I'm so grateful and happy to support this here today. Thank you.